Hello, internet friends. I bought yarn today, and I'm a little ashamed of myself, just a little bit. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgia, and this is Crocheting Chaos. So everybody has been, well, not everybody, but I've seen a number of blogs where people are talking about the new yarn that they found at Michael's. So today I went in search of it, and I stopped at 3 Michael's. I thought that I would start with the one that has the biggest yarn selection because they always get stuff in first. Well, I'm pretty sure they got the yarn in, but it was in all the boxes that were sitting out. And I mean, there were stacks and stacks of boxes and on pallets and stuff. And there was no way I was getting in them. They weren't even broke open yet. And I have gone through boxes there before that have been opened and then, like stacked on top of each other and just one box holding another one closed. I'm not above that. Then I stopped at the second one that on my way to uni, and they didn't have the new yarn out either, but they did have a bunch of clearance stuff. I found 8 skeins of the Sloops and Threads Impeccable that I have never used before, and I wanted to try it for $2. Not $2 for all 8 skeins, $2 per skein. So that was pretty cool. And the color 35015. That's, yeah, give me a color name, people. Purple, dark purple Moline. Moline, Mouline. This is my oldest spawn's favorite shade of purple, so I thought that I would make her something out of this, and I got 2 skeins of solid to go with it. It's not an exact match, but it's good enough. But 8 skeins in the clearance aisle for $2 each. It was amazing. And I did start on it at during class today because I was feeling anxious. I did a thing that I walked off without my handicap placard and where I parked because there was no way that I was going to make it over from one of the parking lots. I would have died. I parked in the handicap spot without my placard like a bad university student, like a bad human being. And I was worried I was going to come out and either I was going to have a ticket or worse, my car was going to be towed. But apparently I've been on campus long enough in the same car that my hair is making me insane, that they're used to seeing it, and my old placard number was registered with them. Then they changed how they did the parking permits, and now it's just your license plate. So I think something's registered to my car, or else campus parking enforcement had not gone through there. But I park in this spot quite often, so maybe they're just used to seeing me there and nobody blinked. I don't know. But anyway, I was stressed out about that. So not sure how I personally feel about it, but I'm not the one that has to like it. I was thinking I could do, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did it again, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My hexagon. This is not a hexagon anymore. This is not 6 sides anymore. It started out as 6 sides. Wow, I am bad at math all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have to take this out. I'm an idiot. Okay, obviously I wasn't paying good enough attention. Where did I screw up anyway? I don't know. I think I screwed up at the start. Good job. But I was thinking that I can make like a pullover hexagon sweater with like a hood or something, and it would be cool. But now I have to put that in the yarn right. Awesome. I also found some cinnamon swirl cakes on clearance for $7, which is like half price. This is the color Sugar Mint. I've actually never seen this in stock before. So I picked up 2 of these. I have to dig through all the purple. Okay, there's the second one. And a third one. Okay, I got 3 of these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I have 3. It screams Easter egg to me. I found one macchiato cake in fading. Yes, the color is fading. But it might make a good hat or sweater or something. I don't know. It's only one skein. I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot with it, but it's still 481 yards. I could do something substantial. They also had a bunch of Bernat felted on clearance, but that's just what I picked up. Now, I didn't go to my local Michael's that I normally shop at first because they're always the last to get things. So after I got home and we were out doing errands, I stopped at my local Michael's. Guess what I found? Guess what they got in before everybody else? Or at least got put out before everybody else. The new yarns. I knew this was I didn't buy nearly as much yarn as I thought I was going to end up doing when I first seen everybody showing them off, but I did buy yarn. Well, obviously I bought yarn. I'm doing yarn. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I bought 9 of these. I can't count, but we've been over that before. But I bought a little. I didn't buy as much as I thought I was going to, but at the same time, I bought more than I planned on. So, what we have going here, I absolutely love this shade of green. And I love that it's called Lily Pad. I love this shade of green. This is so pretty. I have 2 of these. Here's the second one. It's so pretty. I love this green. I love it so much. And I bought one of the striped ones that they did to go with it. And this is Aqua Splash. I thought that I can make like a raglan sweater and use this for striping. But like I would have gotten solid white if they had it. Okay, that's it. Just I'll see if I care. Oh, I've got fuzzies in there. It's from the static. Oh my god, there's so much static on me right now. But did I mention how much I love this shade of green? Okay, so I got this. This is one project. I got more. I bought 3 of this tiramisu cake. This is, what is this? This is Shadow Soiree. I love how this feels. This feels so soft. It feels like the softest of soft cottons, but it's like acrylic polyester blend. But it is so soft, and I like it. And I'm going to make something fun out of this. I don't know what. Probably a sweater, let's be honest. Maybe a skirt. Maybe a dress. I'll have to think about it. But I'm definitely going to make a wearable out of this. I got 3 of these too. Now, the last yarn I got, I didn't expect to get. It's this Loops and Threads Cuddlecraft fur. I've never seen this before. I think this is one of the new yarns that nobody's shown yet. But I don't know. It's the first time I've ever seen it in my life. It's not like their normal fur. This is like one strand. And the fluff on it's shorter. But I think they mislabeled some of it because this color is dawn blue. This is a gray. And the color name that was on the blue, it sounded like it should have been on the gray. It made no sense. And cappuccino. And this one is, what is this one? This one is Mojave Desert. I am going to use these to make tribbles because I want to make fluffy triple keychains. But I'm going to use some of my size 2 mannequins with a little larger hook where I can fit this through there, and I'm going to make fluffy little triple keychains. I'm looking forward to doing this. And I'm going to give everybody I know triple keychains. Well, everybody that's deserving of triple keychains. So that is the yarn that I bought today that I didn't need to add to all the other yarn that I want to work through, that I'm trying to get through, that I wanted to use before I bought more yarn. But Karen had to go and release new yarn. Loops and Threads had to go and release new yarn. Michael's had to put some yarn on clearance. So here I am with the giant bag filled with yarn, like the blue IKEA bags. I've got a Target bag that same size, and it's filled with yarn, and I have to find a place for this. And to add to that, remember how I said I wanted to get size 3 cotton to make this for warmer weather? I ordered the yarn for this. Yes, I put in a Premier Yarns order for cotton yarn for what is it, Stitch Please? What are you doing, squeakers? Squeaky. She's acting ridiculous and looks, from this angle, she looks like a squirrel butt. And she's attacking the carpet. And she's moving like a squirrel. It's really weird. What are you doing, Squeaky? You little weirdo. And I was in Barnes & Noble, and I seen the SpongeBob SquarePants Woobles up close and personal, and they're actually really cute, and I may have ordered those as well. Somebody needs to take my crochet hooks away from me, where I quit buying yarn and Woobles, because I don't need any more yarn or Woobles. I have enough yarn. I have enough Woobles. I may have a problem. I may need a 12-step program or therapy or something. Actually, I don't think therapy would help me at this point. Which reminds me, I apologized to my professor today because I requested him as my thesis advisor, and he's like, "Why are you apologizing to me?" I'm like, "Because you may have to put up with me." He's like, "I'll see you next week." I just walked out. I probably deserve that. Good morning. Good morning and happy Valentine's Day, friends. I have a little story to tell you guys. The other day, my husband came home from work and he was having trouble breathing. I sent him to urgent care because I had to run some errands, which included taking my son to a doctor's appointment. And I told him to go to urgent care. So he messages me later. He's been diagnosed with pneumonia. Now, the ironic thing here is he's been sitting on a order from our primary care physician to get a pneumonia vaccine. And of course, he didn't do it. He's had this thing sitting around for months. So, like, I have been giving him no end of crap that this could have been prevented, and I called him a plague rat. So, for Valentine's Day, I have made him a plague rat. And I found some Valentine's Day ribbon and I put a ribbon on him. Now I have to finish his feet. These are going to have to be done at a later time. I cannot work with this yarn anymore. My body is wrecked this morning. I slipped on ice coming in from getting the dog, and I am just in pain everywhere. And my body says no more. So I have to listen to my body. So I'm going to have to give him his plague rat, sans feet, and I will finish the feet later. But this plague rat, this is actually a mouse pattern, and I'll put the link down below where I got it. And I just lengthened the body and shortened the ears because this was the cutest one that I found. It looks so weird, like head on, like because he's got this big pink nose, but he doesn't look quite as distorted in person, but I think he's really cute. And the bow just adds that Valentine's Day touch. So I'm going to go give this to him, and hopefully he laughs like I think he's going to. But I just wanted to come on briefly and show you guys the Valentine's Day plague rat. Hi, friends. I am working on fixing the K-pop Demon Hunters derpy sweater that I've been working on. I went to sew all the pieces together and discovered that the back panel was so much larger than the front panel. Somehow, by the time I ended up at the bottom, like it was going like this from top to bottom, I ended up with all these extra rows, but it was still square. It was really weird. So I have to redo the entire back panel, and I'm just taking it apart like a crochet, frogging as I crochet. And so far, I've ended up with this much extra blue after doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue rows. And here's the extra white where there were too many stitches put in. So I'm going to attempt to talk and work on this at the same time. And as we have seen before, I can't multitask to like talk and crochet at the same time. I can barely walk and chew gum at the same time some days. But I don't normally talk about my personal life outside of, what I'm doing at uni or something with student teaching or teaching in general. But I thought that I would come on here and give everybody a life update because one of the things that has transpired may end up affecting the channel. And since I just started this thing and I'm trying to grow it, and I've got less than 50 viewers, and I'm inconsistent at best, and I'm really trying to get better at that I would come on here and give everybody an update on what's going on. As you all know, yesterday was Valentine's Day. And I made my husband a plague rat. Well, he liked the plague rat. Yesterday, he gets a call back from urgent care. Now, mind you, he was there Wednesday or Thursday. I don't remember. Thursday. He was there Thursday. And they called him back yesterday. I don't know what took them so long to get back to him on this, because they said they faxed the report over to our doctor's office Friday. So I don't know why they waited to call till Saturday. But they had, a formal x-ray tech look over the x-rays, and it's really kind of a good thing that he got sick like this, where this x-ray was taken, because otherwise this would have gone undiagnosed until there was a serious problem. But he has the start of congestive heart failure. I made him make an appointment with our primary for Monday to get the referral to a cardiologist. It's like, let's get this taken care of now and do what needs to be done to prevent an ICU visit or worse. So that was yesterday's great news. And like I said, this could end up affecting this channel, which is why I wanted to let everybody know. Besides, I'm a bit stressed out about it. Well, more than a bit. But there's not a lot that I can personally do about that except sit here and crochet to deal with my anxiety. Also, yesterday, I went outside to get the dog, and our backyard is still quite icy. I fell. I am a fall risk at best on a good day because of my mobility issues. And yesterday, I slipped on the ice in the backyard, trying to be as careful as possible. And I messed myself up pretty good. I'm in a lot of pain from that, and none of my pain meds are taking it down. So, yay. I need to find my ankle brace because I think I twisted the crap out of my ankle. It hurts to walk on. I need to find my knee brace because my knee got jarred up. My bad hip got messed up, and it all. My right leg is just a ton of scratches and bruises, and it doesn't look good. I've liked the initial band-aid that I put on there. This hand is scratched up and bruised as well. I did a number on myself. So yesterday was an overall fun day. I say that with every ounce of sarcasm possible. Yesterday, I did make a small yarn purchase at Michael's. I used my vouchers, and I picked up one of the new ombre grounds. This is, a size 6. But on the Celestial Homebody, it made a plushie with it. And I loved how the plushie turned out because the gradient is really subtle. And I think it's going to be like the one yarn that I'm working with from Hobie. that like I didn't see the transition happen as I was working with it, but when I held it up, you could see stripes. It was really cool. And I picked up two of these, two more of the Cuddle Crafts, and a darker brown. I was told one of my adult offspring said that I should make a fluffy plague rat, so I'm gonna make a fluffy plague rat. I placed my premiere order for the cotton yarn that I want to use to make another one of these. I ordered more Woobles. I ordered the SpongeBob set. And I really, really, really need to not be buying more yarn and Woobles right now. I need to focus on using what I have and getting my yarn under control, getting my yarn stash under control, which was the point of making the punch cards. And did I put my derpy sweater on here? I did put my, hopefully it gets finished today or tomorrow. Like I am tired of working on this thing at this point. Something else that I did that I forgot to show everybody. I don't remember who made this. Maybe it was from the Faded Wildflower, something, the Faded Wildflower crochet. This sounds like a name that you would give something. Smash That Stash Bingo. And I've got the 3 squares filled out. Well, one of them's the free space. And this printed out really, I should not have, like I had a dodgy print cartridge in my printer when I did this. Pattern I own but haven't used. Baby item. Pattern from book. Something for fun. I don't remember what I marked off for that. It might have been a Wooble. Bag, kitchen item, random wheel, pattern I have been wanting to try, use special yarn, use stitch, granny square project, variegated yarn, free space. Yes, I marked off the free space already. Accessory, use acrylic, home decor, use chenille, scrappy Ami, a surprise gift. I did the plague rat. Tunisian crochet, corner to corner, dice chooses color, use cotton, pillow, item to donate. I just printed it out as the creator did it. Oh, wait a minute. I was wondering where that crochet hook went. That needs to go in the Wooble bag. But I printed that out as it was done because I'm like, you know what? The only one that I may not do is the baby item. But, you know, I could probably mark that off because technically I did make a snuggler. My Amphro snuggler that's over here half dead because he fell and I just popped him back up there. I could probably mark that one off. I didn't think about that because technically a snuggler is a baby item. It's the closest thing to something for a baby I'll make. So I will mark that one off. But I need to figure out rewards for this. And I need to stick to this. This is why I've got it over there. I need to quit buying patterns. I need to quit buying yarn. I need to get what I have under control. This is important to me. But yeah. But one other thing I did was I picked up 2 skeins of yarn at Hobby Lobby. It's the Crafter's Secret. I got this. I'm going to be making a granny square blanket for our living room upstairs, which is blue. And everybody's like, we want a blue blanket for the couch. So I picked up this blue, which is, I don't know what color this is. What color is this? Color name, cobalt blue. And then I picked up navy. I was originally going to use black, but I'm replacing it with the navy. And I have, this macchiato cake, so you can see this blue. This is Splash. This is a light baby blue called Soft Blue. I have an off-white that I was doing something with, and I have to fix that now. Take that apart. And this pink, and I have a darker leaves and threads pink to go with that. This is like a contrast color. But this, box is what I need to do. This bag is not working. This bag came from a local yarn store. But this is what I'm going to be working with. Maybe I should get out my dice to help me sort out what colors to do with granny squares, because here's the other pink, because this is Mountain Rose, because picking the order of colors for a granny square really gives me decision fatigue. So I may dig out a dice for that, a die. I know the singular of dice, it's a die. Misplaced my hook. Hey, I'm back. It's still Sunday. I was at Ollie's today and a thing happened. Yeah, I bought yarn. I bought a lot of yarn. I've never used the Juicy Couture yarn. It's been pointed out to me like numerous times in the store. It's like, hey, why don't you use this? Well, I was able to get it for $2.99 a skein, so I picked up a bunch. This is the Shadow Lime. I have 4 of these. This is the Poppy. I have 4 of these. This is Heritage Blue, and it's sparkly. I have 4 of these. Licorice. I have 4 of these as well. This is Yellow Pear. Yes, 4. This one is Aruba Blue. Guess how many? If you said 4, you would be correct. That's more that one. Let's see. This one's sparkly as well. This is Violet Tulle. Again, 4. There's the second bag. Is there other colors in here? Oh, wait a minute. I have books in here. That's what else is in here. There's another book. There's the breast cancer awareness ribbons that I got. Ribbon schools. No, my book must be in the other bag. This is the Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda. I picked up the entire box set for $7.99. Yes, I know I'm putting it upside down. These books have been banned in a number of the school districts here, so of course I had to get them because that's what I do. 7 colors. Do I have more? Green, pink, 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 pink. There's this light pink. I knew I was missing one. And this is soft glow. 4 of those. That is my other book. Maybe it's in a different bag that I bought downstairs. I do have a different bag that does not have yarn in it. But digging through here, I think that's everything. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skeins of yarn, 4 colors each. 8 times 4 is 32. Is it right? Yeah, that's right. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I don't know where I'm going to put this stuff. I have a bag of yarn over here from Michael's that I haven't put away yet. I have a box of yarn from Premier for my bookworm. I have not put away yet. I have to find places for stuff. I guess I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Or maybe tonight if it gets on my nerves enough. But this is why I need to be on a yarn buying ban. This right here. Because I do this. Because I buy all the yarn. I don't need all the yarn. I need to stop. But see if I can do this. All the yarn, all the colors. They're so pretty. They are so pretty. Wait a minute. We can't see the blue. There's the blue. Now we can see them all. They're so pretty. And they're so squishy, like squishmallows. That's what I could do. I could use these stuffed plushies and they would feel like squishmallows. That's expensive stuffing, even at $3 this game. Hello friends, it's another Woobly Wednesday, and today I have a Wooble order. But first, let me show you what I've accomplished this week. I have made 2 hair scrunchies. These are actually the first hair scrunchies I've ever made. I made this black one and this blue one. It's in my hair. And I finished my derpy sweater. How cool. How cool is that? Hi, Corp. Come on. You gonna open Woobles with us? Yeah, you're gonna sneeze on my neck, and I just got out of the shower. Thank you. Thank you so much. My life is now complete. Are you allergic to my shampoo or something? You having sneezes from my body wash? That's worrisome. Hi, Squeakers. Squeakers has come to get involved. So, first things first, I can mark off on here that I have completed one of my whips. Yay me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 19 more to go. Well, at least 19 or a full 20 that I put on here. There might be a few more. So I feel like I have a few more than that. And I don't know when it's going to be here. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow or Thursday. I did put in a Premier yarn order where I can make this again and cotton for summer. And something I think I'm going to do is shorten the sleeves by like 4 rows because these are hella long. Whoever made this has longer arms than I do. And on my bingo card, I'm going to mark off use acrylic. Yep. There's nothing else that this fits. So it's going under use acrylic. Is my pencil going to work? Yeah. I might end up with a row completed sometime in the semi-near future if I keep going at this rate. I also completed a plague rat. I'll put a picture up here. I made it for my husband for Valentine's Day. He has it upstairs and I'm not going to go get his plague rat. I'm going to put the feet on it today or probably tomorrow. Gordon, nobody wants to see your butt. Come on. So I do have a disappointment with my Woobles. They didn't put it in one of the Wooble bags this time. I didn't get a Wooble shopping bag. Shipping bag? Gordon, you're blocking the camera. I know you're here for the Woobles too, but you gotta move the tail. The tail needs to go back there. You can't see the Woobles with your tail in the way. Okay. We have SpongeBob Woobles today. We have SpongeBob. I think the giant eyes on this make me so cute. Oh, this is a mystery accessory. We'll open that in a minute. There's jellyfish net. I love the packaging for these. There's Gary. And I have Gary's food dish. Oh, that's really... I've never had a Wooble that, like, be that noisy. And I have Patrick. And here's jellyfish. And this one goes with Squidward. And here's Squidward. And here's clarinet. So these are the Woobles that came today. Let's put the little ones back in here. Let's see what the mystery accessory is. I hope it's something cool. If I can get it open. There we go. We have a tiny garbage can. That's funny. I think this garbage can goes with the raccoon and the urban. God, I forgot what they're called with the pigeon, the cockroach, and the rat. Either that or this goes with the raccoon. But I know what this accessory goes with one of those guys. Which makes me wonder if this is like the second one I have. I feel like there's a kit where there's a garbage can accessory that goes with him. have a pizza, a hamburger, and a poop ball. Yeah, I think this one goes with the raccoon. So that's cool because I have the raccoon. So that works out really cool. I feel like I need to get another bucket just to put the little accessories in where I don't lose them. Let's open Gary to take a look at the crochet hook. Oh yes. These are going to be adorable. And they will go in the bag to pick Mr. Woobles for Wooble Wednesday. You know, maybe for this Wooble Wednesday, we should make some accessories like the trash can and the little accessories that go with my glow in the dark aliens that I haven't done. It would keep me from I want to make Gary right away. I'm not going to lie. I just want to make Gary. I love his eyeballs. And Squidward's crochet hook. I'm not a big fan of using these just because, like, I have hand issues. I think they are really cool. I'd like to find a way to display them. I have no idea how we display crochet hooks. Maybe that's something I'll have to look up on Pinterest. And here's the Patrick Star one. And yes, I just dropped my Wooble on the floor. These guys back here. I have to find a better way to store my Woobles because what I've got going isn't working. And finally, we have the sponge himself. I think his hook's blue, the other ones were green. That's fine. That's cool. And that was the Wooble order. And I have to leave for class in 2 hours. Lucky me. I have to Dystopian Fiction tonight, and we are discussing Ishigaro's Never Let Me Go. This book did emotional damage to me in undergrad, and I had to reread it and rewatch the movie and relive that emotional damage that I've never gotten over. It, yeah. But right now I have 2 essays I have to print out on it, and so I will see you later. Everything behind me is kind of a mess right now because I am taking Hollyana's advice and I am combining yarn balls. When I originally wound my yarn, I had a really small yarn winder, and now I've got a bigger one that will make bigger balls, cakes, whatever. And I'm going to combine some of these smaller cakes into larger ones to make more room up there where I can put other yarn. Because if you look, I don't know how well you can see, but like I'm just starting to stack it on top of other yarn. So far I'm impressed. Come on, other way. So far I'm really impressed this has stayed up as long as it has since we hot glued the pegboard pieces to the cement wall. It's brick. It's red brick. Might as well use cement, but we hot glued everything, and it's staying pretty well. I'm impressed. I thought something would have fallen by now, but it hasn't. So that's good. In light of the personal news that I shared earlier, I'm having kind of an existential crisis. And I emailed my advisor for my education program. We were initially told not to apply for our license until our degree is conferred because of pay. If you have the MED in education, schools will pay you more. Depending on the school district, we're talking between $4,000 and $6,000 a year, which is kind of substantial. And I was asking questions about that, like does the MED show up on your license and stuff like that, because I'm kind of panicking right now, and who wouldn't really? And I want my license in hand because I was trying to get in as a substitute in my local county. And if you're a licensed teacher, they'll pay you more to substitute. So there's that. I am really trying to prepare for the worst case possible scenario, because it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when. It could be tomorrow, it could be several years off. Originally, he made a doctor's appointment for Monday to get a referral to a cardiologist, and the doctor's office had to change that appointment to tomorrow, and instead of him going in person, it's a virtual. So I'm getting a little irritated with how everybody's been changing all of his appointments to virtual appointments, but I realize it happens and it is an option rather than like making people wait. I think maybe the office staff is trying to be nice where he doesn't have to travel into the office, but I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that I've got everything together just in case. And on that note, I am slowly planning out how I want to do my website, my business that I want to do. Because, if I want to use Etsy, if I just want to do a website, like how I want to do things. initially, I thought that it would all just be, like a little side hustle, and I still would like it to be that, but at the but I want everything set up and moving however it's going to move, just in case. Because teaching, if worse comes to worse, teaching, there is no way I am going to make what my husband makes in a year. And up until now, he has been the sole source of income. We've raised 7 kids like this. We still have several, some of them at home. One of them is disabled. One of them works part-time at a grocery store. It's a matter of being able to keep a roof over everybody's head and food on the table and lights on. If it comes down to my husband not being able to work, and that's what's stressing me out. I need to be able to step up, and that was really the main reason I enrolled in uni in the first place, was the fact, what if something happens to him? I have a lot of medical problems going on, and what I can do and can't do is unlimited. I really am unlimited. But that's why I decided to go back to uni at the age that I did and when I did. And it was initially a fight. Like, I had no support from my family. Everybody was like really weird about it. Undergrad was really stressful. I was constantly having to prove that I would be able to get a job with this degree that I was getting. And then I went to grad school, and everybody kind of shut up. But the idea was I needed to do something in case something happened to him, and I had to be able to take care of myself and whoever was still living at home. And here we are. My husband's company has already asked him, I think it was last year, if he wanted to do early retirement. With his health problems, they may start pushing for that. And really, I need to be prepared. And but yeah, this is my latest existential crisis. Honestly, right now I have so much energy that nothing's working to deal with it. This was about the size of the cakes that my original yarn minder made. Sometimes I could get a little bit bigger ones as compared to this. So this is going to save me a little bit of space and free up pegs. And that's going to make me happy, I think. At least for yarn storage, because I have got so much stuff I have to find a spot for. So I'm winding up. And tell me down in the comments what kind of things would you like to see in whatever shop I end up opening for crochet. I have charms here somewhere. I put them somewhere safe where I would know where they were and nothing would happen to them, and I probably forgot where they are. Then I want to make stitch markers out of. So that's something that I have considered. There was something else that I thought about today, and I forgot what it was. But let me know what you want to see, because I know, or I don't know if it's 100% fact, but I believe it to be a pretty true fact that there are two audiences out there: those who don't crochet and want crochet items, and those that do crochet and want things like pattern stitch markers, Ami sticks, stuff like that. So let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see. And that's kind of cool. I will get out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever it is you do, and I will see you in the next video.